knows, man. If we go with the keeper, अबे इसको भी नहीं.
ये कौन है?
So what is up, guys? Welcome back to episode 21 of the Front 3 podcast. This time it's week 2 of Help Smayan in FPL. So last week his team did quite well. Let's check it out.
So this was my team last week, guys. If you saw the video, and if you guys remember, and let's see how many points I got. I got 77 points. That's not bad at all. I think that's the second highest points I've ever got. The highest I got was, I think, captaining Salah when he got a hat trick against Banter United.
So I mean, 77 points while the average is 57. That's a blistering game week, bro. So hats off. Anyone you want to credit for helping you make such a good team?
Yeah, I think Anwar did a really good job. I really want to thank Anwar. Only underperformers were obviously Livramento, Hwang, Son, and Smith Rowe, who I expected more from. So I think the most points I got were from Trent and Salah against their banger of a game.
Yeah, so looking at your team now, man, I think Foster's nailed in. There's no point removing Foster. 5 points against Manchester United. What more could he ask from him? Coming to your defense, I think Trent, James, and Cancelo should be there. And there's no point removing them, bro. Like, I don't see any point removing them. They're they're fixture proof, bro. There's no point removing them. They'll get returns irrespective of who they're playing. Livramento, on the other hand, he was disappointing. But if you look at the coming game week, he's playing Liverpool. So I would advise you to rest Livramento. There's no point starting him because Liverpool are gonna thrash Southampton, and I'm 100% sure he's not getting those clean sheet points.
No.
There's a chance for obviously getting maybe an attacking return, but I highly doubt that as well. But coming to your midfield, Son has been underperforming this season. But these current next coming game weeks that he's gonna have are some that we all expecting to get returns from, and I can say the same for Kane as well. Both if their link up remains as well as it did last season with Mourinho in charge, I hope Conte can do something similar, and we'll get returns from them as well. But Smith Rowe, again, his attacking returns compared to Foden and someone else in that bracket, I can say maybe Saka, have been comparatively better. So he's still a hold, I would say. And yeah, man, Krishna just.
Conor Gallagher was pretty good. Yeah.
Gallagher, yeah, he's continuing his good run. Crystal Palace are on fire. And he's a definite hold. If you haven't got him yet, go for it. Anyone who's watching this, just go for him, man. He's amazingly priced. Then Salah, man, this guy never stops, bro. He's just fixture proof. Nothing, bro. Just stick the captain's armband on him, and there's no way you're ever removing him from your team. Let's be honest. Now, Hwang, on the other hand, did blank. He has been blanking for the past few game weeks, but he does have Norwich and Burnley in the next 2 fixtures. So I would probably hold, and he might get returns. Now, coming to Ronaldo, I'd like to hear what do you think? Are you going to keep him, sell him? What are you going to do with him?
See, I know fixtures wise, I would sack him off because I know he ain't scoring against Rudiger. So
that's what I thought you would say.
But he can get शायद तुक्के से लग जाएगा assist या goal. Or but afterwards, I think Man United have a decent run of fixtures after Chelsea. They have Arsenal, and then they're pretty clear. So long term, he's a better hold. And I would consider the only one I'm considering replacing is right now is Livramento, because again he has Liverpool and he's not getting a clean sheet point. Let's be realistic. And I don't have someone to sub or Reed right here. He's basically injured, so I can't start him instead. So I might consider getting a new defender.
And if you look at so looking at Ronaldo, like you spoke right now, man, Ronaldo for his price, he's priced at 12.4 million FPL, and that's an absolute waste of money considering the price. And if someone for 12.4 million isn't able to get you returns, I don't see the point of still holding on to him. But again, like you said, long term after Arsenal, he has Crystal Palace, Norwich, Brentford, Brighton, and Newcastle. So definitely that's a great time to have Ronaldo. But as of now, I'm a little on the sack Ronaldo side and chuck him from your team. But if you look at your team currently, I think the one mistake that Cristiano made was we forgot to get one proper sub for you. So I think if one of the guys in your team wouldn't have started, you wouldn't have gotten any points for that because you don't have any other player on your bench who starts, right? So I think we should maybe first fix that problem for you and help you out with that. I'm saying we should actually like save some money in your bank because right now you're in a tough spot because you can either just simply hold on to your transfer and ugly game week may you can maybe get a double, and in that double, depending on what transfers you make, you can save some money also. Because right now your team isn't looking that bad. It's looking pretty good.
Okay, what about something like maybe because Street? Is there a cheaper forward than Street? Because obviously I don't have him at the start. So if I can get rid of him and get a cheaper forward on the bench, because I don't know, saves money. I'm just waffling at this point. I don't know.
But who is in that price range? Let's check.
I'll just check. Yeah, it's only I'll say 0.1 mil. I think I can live without that. I'll just restore him.
Honestly speaking, I think, man, you can just hold on to your transfer. Krishna, do you think anyone else who we might be missing out on?
No, I think Anvay, you're right. If we hold on to the transfer, get two transfers, then we can maybe mend some things around, get some money in the bank, and then maybe get someone for the bench. Because I think that's someone you really need, especially in December, late December, when the games are right after another, and there's such high, rotation risk for some players. So you will need a good bench to be very fair.
Okay, so I think for this week we can hold on to the transfer.
Yeah.
And
one final question: who is the captain's armband going to?
I think it's pretty obvious. It's staying where it is.
Yeah.
Considering he has who does he have? Brentford.
Southampton. No, he's playing Southampton, that too at home. So it'll be devastating if Salah scores the first goal in the game. The Anfield atmosphere will erupt, and then it'll go on, and we won't stop scoring.
Another hat trick. Just get another hat trick. Salah is gonna get another hat trick.
We spoke a little about Sman's team, but Krishna and I also had I had a great game week, but I'm not too sure about you, Krishna. If you could just summarize your game week in maybe 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, bro. So my game week, I got 67 points, not as good as everyone. My only drawback was I don't have a Chelsea defender. I don't have Rudiger. I don't have Reece James, and I don't have Chilwell. So that's definitely something I need to work on. If I had them, then could have done much better. Yeah, that's around 30 seconds.
Yeah, and on the other hand, I got 78 points. I think my team did really well. And I was pretty happy about the fact that I had Brighton's backup keeper who was Steele. So I didn't need to waste a transfer on my keeper. So coming to my defense, all like Smayan, Krishna, and I think we all. Krishna doesn't have a Chelsea defender, but I think I had all three fullbacks: Cancelo, James, and Trent. And yeah, man, Salah captain, so that saved me. So that's pretty much it.
The only thing I regret was not taking Diogo Jota, because
play the clip of Smayan disagreeing and disobeying his elders.
Yes, or maybe down.
Nah, dude, I think you got to keep Jota.
Jota shit.
Dude.
I said Smith Rowe will do better, but I was proven wrong. But it's fine. I think long term I stand by it because I see Smith Rowe getting more like goals than Jota this year.
What a jokes, man. So I think your team looks pretty solid as of now. To be fair, the Salah armband looks strong, but what about captaining someone like Sons, man? Do you consider that as a captain choice as of now?
Captain, I don't think I will rotate the armband unless Salah gets injured or like during when he'll not play for the African thing. That time I'll think of someone else. Until then, Salah's fine as the captain. Vice, I'm not too sure because I've been vicing Ronaldo for a couple of weeks now and he's not giving me the returns I want. So, and considering he has Chelsea, so he might not even score. So I'm considering vicing Trent because he's been giving consistent returns. Trent or Reece James, either of the two.
So, talking about Trent, Reece James, and Cancelo, do any of you guys consider captaining the fullbacks? Because I've read a lot of articles, and if you look at all of their stats and the way they play in the team, right, the touches in the box, the amount of crosses they're bringing in, I think you can definitely potentially captain one of them. It can turn out to be a great choice.
Definitely, I agree.
Wait, who does Man City have this weekend?
West Ham United.
City's playing West Ham United at home.
Yeah, then I don't think I'll consider vicing Cancelo Because
I mean, Vice honestly won't matter because Salah is gonna start 100%. So Vice will only come into this thing play when Salah doesn't start. So if Salah doesn't start, then your vice captain's points will get doubled.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
No issues.
So this is the first thing Sman's learned with us. Here we go, guys. So I think Sman's team's nailed on, and this is about it. It was great having you guys. We'll be here after next game week. Signing off.